If you live in Cincinnati, you certainly have opinions about at least one bridge. Maybe you've sat in Brent Spence traffic, love walking the Purple People Bridge at sunset, or argued over which bridge has the best view. In this video, we are exploring the iconic bridges that you love, the ones that you dread, and maybe even a few that you didn't know existed. From scenic walks to billion-dollar upgrades, this is the ultimate guide to the bridges that shape how we live, move, and connect in Cincinnati. Hey, I'm Danny Barron with the Barron Group, and we are the #1 large real estate team right here in Cincinnati, Ohio. We service both Northern Kentucky and Dayton as well. And in this video, we're diving into the fascinating and sometimes overlooked but essential world of Cincinnati bridges. I personally want to thank the Cincy Experience Instagram page for their recent post that got us interested. They certainly inspired this video, and it's going to be a fun one. We're going to talk briefly about what makes our bridges unique, how they've shaped the city of Cincinnati, and what they mean for your daily life, whether you're a commuter, cyclist, or a future homeowner in the Queen City. Let's begin with the bridge that started it all, the John A. Roebling Suspension Bridge. Finished in 1866, this was once the longest suspension bridge in the world. And yes, it was literally the blueprint for the Brooklyn Bridge in New York. Designed by engineer John Roebling, it connected Cincinnati and Covington during a major period of growth, and it's still one of the most beautiful bridges in the country. Locals call it the Singing Bridge because of the soft hum tires make on the steel grate deck. That hum was even sampled in the movie Top Gun Maverick, a great movie, to imitate jet engine noises. That's wild. Whether you're walking from Smale Riverfront Park or catching a golden hour photo with the skyline behind you, it's a bridge that never gets old. And from a real estate perspective, riverfront condos and townhomes near Smale Park and Covington's Main Strasse are especially attractive thanks to their proximity to this walkable and scenic connection. If the Roebling is the classy icon, the Purple People Bridge is the fun, artsy cousin. Originally opened in 1872 as a railroad bridge, it's been used for trains, trolleys, and cars over the years. Now, it's pedestrian only, and it's probably better for it. It got its signature purple makeover in the early 2000s and quickly became a favorite spot for everything from yoga classes to food festivals, even weddings. It's a flat, peaceful stroll with incredible views, and it's a big selling point for buyers looking for walkable access between downtown and Newport on the Levee. Next up, we've got the Big Mac Bridge. Officially, it is the Daniel Carter Beard Bridge, and it is named after the founder of the Boy Scouts, who was actually born right here in Cincinnati. But thanks to those giant yellow arches, we all know it as the Big Mac Bridge. Opened in 1976, it carries I-471 and connects downtown to Newport. It's a popular route for quick trips or even to go out to dinner or grab drinks anywhere in Northern Kentucky. From a location standpoint, it's a huge plus for buyers who want fast, scenic access across the river. Now for the one that we all have a love and hate relationship with, the Brent Spence Bridge. Opened in 1963, it was built to handle 80,000 vehicles a day. Today, it's carrying nearly double that. It's the lifeline for both I-71 and I-75, which means it connects not just Covington and Cincinnati, but entire states. And if you've ever been late to something and blamed traffic, there is a good chance that this bridge was involved. But here's the good news. A new companion bridge is finally coming. This long-awaited project will separate local and interstate traffic, improving the flow, safety, and reliability. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We are going to get into that bridge later in the video. Hey, thanks for watching so far. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check out more Cincinnati lifestyle videos right here. We hope you love all of our local content, and if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, or Dayton, we would love to work with you. Now, let's get back to some bridges. Let's give some love to the hidden heroes, Cincinnati's rail bridges. The Cincinnati Southern Bridge, opened in 1877, still moves freight trains across the Ohio River every single day. It's not flashy, but it's essential, supporting regional commerce and logistics. Then there's the old C&O Railroad Bridge, built in 1889 and torn down in 1970. But its piers were not wasted. They were reused for the Clay Wade Bailey Bridge, which I will get to shortly. Similarly, the old Central Bridge, opened in 1890, was replaced in 1992 by the modern Taylor-Southgate Bridge, which we will also discuss. These older crossings might be gone now, but they laid the groundwork literally for how the city moves today. And based on that, let's tie all this together. The Clay Wade Bailey Bridge is like the reliable backup quarterback. always there when Brent Spence is throwing interceptions. Opened in 1974 and utilizing the piers, as I mentioned, from the C&O Railroad Bridge, it carries U.S. routes between Cincinnati and Covington. It's practical, dependable, and thanks to those reused piers, it's also a great example of Cincinnati blending history with function. Also mentioned earlier because it replaced the old Central Bridge is the Taylor-Southgate Bridge, a fan favorite. Opened in 1995 to replace the old Central Bridge, it connects downtown Newport and is one of the easiest ways to walk to a Reds game or a concert at Heritage Bank Center. You've probably crossed it after a late night event in Cincinnati with the skyline glowing behind you and some sort of sweet treat from somewhere in Newport in your hand. Now, not every bridge is flashy, but the next two make suburban life very possible. The Caroll Bridge on the west end of I-275 and the Combs-Hehl Bridge on the east side help people on all sides of our city stay connected. They also offer some of the best fall foliage views anywhere in the region. These routes are vital for commuters from suburbs, which is important when looking at property in areas like Anderson, Hebron, and even Indiana. Okay, now let's circle back to the Brent Spence Companion Bridge because this deserves its own spotlight, and I briefly mentioned it earlier. The Brent Spence Corridor project is a $3.6 billion transformation. It features a new double-decker cable-stayed bridge, separated traffic lanes, redesigned ramps, and an entirely updated flow through the riverfront corridor. Construction is expected to begin in late 2025 with completion planned for about 2029. And this is not just about traffic. From a real estate perspective, this is one of the most important infrastructure projects Cincinnati has seen in decades. Neighborhoods like the West End, Covington, and Price Hill could see a major rise in buyer interest and demand as commute times are going to drop and access will improve. So let's wrap this thing up. What do all of these bridges really tell us? They tell the story of a city that has always been connected between past and future, between people and in places, and across a river. They're how we get to work, we go to games, we head home, and we meet up with friends. They're scenic, functional, frustrating, iconic, and honestly, kind of emotional if you've lived here long enough. But to wrap it up, let's have a little fun. The Roebling is the graceful OG, all class, always photogenic. Brent Spence, he's overbooked, overstressed, and yes, likely needs a vacation. The Big Mac Bridge is loud, bold, and full of character. Purple People, laid back, artsy, and always down for a festival. And the Clay Wade is the quiet legend, almost like an underrated MVP. One would think of Joe Burrow, perhaps. Which one are you feeling like today? Thank you for watching, thank you for loving Cincinnati, and thanks for rocking with the Barron Group. We will see you in the next one.